Hi, welcome to TalkRx with Dr. Neha. Today I have a lovely guest, Arcelia, and she is one of those brave souls who's willing to ask her communication questions so that all of you can learn. So welcome, Arcelia.
Well, thank you.
Yay. So what have you been thinking about?
I think the thing I think about the most and struggle most with is how to communicate with someone who's very negative and just puts up walls. How do I get through without internalizing it?
Right.
And getting into a confrontation. So wanting to listen, wanting to be there, but at the same time always feeling like I'm the doormat once I leave and just getting frustrated.
All right. So really it's about how do I deal with negative conversation that you feel is negative, and then after you leave, you feel like a drain? Like what do you feel when you walk away?
I feel in my body, just the stomach, I just feel like I internalize all the negativity and it just wipes me out. And so it's just like, and I get very frustrated. Because it's, do some action. Just don't talk about it. Just do something, right? And it's like, I can't get through that. And I want to help. And I feel I can help, but it always turns out that I'm the heavy. So it's, how do I get through without sounding like I'm dictating? I'm actually trying to listen and try to give some helpful advice. But I'm always, just the bad one. So how do I deal with that?
Okay, so you asked some great questions. The first one is, you just, first of all, is this family?
Family.
Family, okay. Because I'm distinguishing between family, friends, business, right? So with family, there's not like really a choice, right? You're in this with them, okay? You're riding this lifetime with them. So really important to look, whenever there's something like this going on, you want to ask yourself, what is it that I'm trying to do? So you're trying to help. You just told me you listen and you try to give advice, right? The first thing I'd start with is whoever this is in your life, starting by asking them, how would you like me to listen to you? I notice that when we talk, I find myself trying to help solve your problem and be useful. I'm wondering if maybe you would just like a sounding board and you'd like me to just listen. Okay, that's number one. Does that make sense?
It makes great sense. I'm just wondering if I can do it. I'm like, okay. Okay,
well then let's give you a few tools to be able to do that. So when somebody's speaking to you and you perceive that something is negative, right? You said you internalize it, okay? One great tool is to repeat back what you heard. That's how intently you're listening to them. You're going to repeat back what you heard. So give me an example of something someone would say. Give me.
I just can't take this job anymore. I hate it. I'm like, get your resume together. I'll help you. I can't do that.
Okay, great example. So you have somebody in your life who says they're unhappy with something. They complain about it, and you swoop in to solve the problem. Get your resume out. I'll help you, right? But no one ever spoke about resumes. We haven't even gotten there yet. So what's happening is you're listening to them, but you're listening to this person only on the level of words. Now, let's drop a layer lower and let's listen for emotion. So when this person is saying to you, I can't do this anymore, I can't do this job anymore, I can't take it. If I was saying that to you, what emotion would you hear underneath the words?
Frustration.
I hear frustrated, upset, annoyed, irritated, right? There's something around that, right? Even maybe powerless. Right? When somebody's speaking to you and there's any level of emotion going on, if you meet them only on the level of words, you will be going around in a figure-8 loop. Did not, did to, did not, did, right? It's this, what about your resume? I can't do that. What do you mean you can't do that? I'd help you. You know what? You aren't doing it. Like, there's this space where you're, right? That's what you're describing.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Whenever someone comes to you and they're having an emotional experience, okay, drop one level deeper, meet them on the emotional level. Then if you want to get even fancier, you drop down to what's important about that and you get curious. So what they value about what's happening, and then you get curious. A way to do that would be, so you say it to me. Tell me about your job.
Oh my God. I just can't do it anymore. I hate going there. People are really rude. It's just a negative environment. You know what? I call in sick all the time just because I don't want to deal with it.
Oh, wow. Arcelia, not only do I hear how frustrated you are, it really seems like you feel disrespected by these people.
I guess so. I don't think I really thought about it that way.
Yeah. I mean, who would want to go if that's, how you're feeling? So, I know how important collaboration is for you, and I know how important community is for you. And so I'm wondering, how could I best support you?
Wow. I've never gotten that. Maybe just by listening and just hearing me out just gives me an outlet and validates that I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
That it's what's happening outside. It's not internal.
Yeah.
And I just want to validate that they're wrong and I'm right.
So one thing I really respect about that is that you actually know how you'd like me to listen to you. And there was this way that I've been trying to give you advice and trying to tell you I'll do your resume and help you get a new job and all these things. And I just really want to apologize for that because I recently learned some new tools in communication. And so I'm going to show up a little bit differently. And I really want you to help me help you in any way that I can do that because you're really important to me.
I will definitely try that. That's going to go a lot better than what I've had. Ooh, okay.
And this is the other thing that you want to pay attention to. You always want to pay attention in your body because as you're trying to solve someone's problem in the way that you would solve it, right? This may go on. It may go on for years. It may go on for a lifetime. Somebody's complaining about whatever it is. Another way that you could actually engage with them is say something like this. So I hear how frustrated you are and upset you are. You'd like me to listen. So if a year or 2 or 5 from now, we're still having the same conversation, would it be okay for me to remind you that we had this conversation a year ago? Like, would that work? And so you ask permission so that somebody has now agreed to say, yeah, be my support system and let me know if I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Make sense?
Yeah, it does.
All right, give me your takeaways.
Takeaways is, first of all, don't listen just to the words. Really understand for what the emotion is.
Yeah.
Allow them to tell me how they would like me to help them.
Yep.
How they want me to listen.
Yeah.
And I don't have to solve. I can just be there to listen.
You're amazing. I cannot wait to hear how this goes. Okay.
Stay tuned.
All right. For all of you at viewing this, if you have ever wanted someone to just listen to you or to help you solve a problem and didn't get the response that you really wanted, either one of you, the person listening or the person speaking, can ask, how would you like me to listen to you? Or what I'd like is for you to listen to me, not solve the problem. So make sure you're not off the hook because you're the listener or the speaker. Either one of you can make that choice. So make sure when a conversation is emotionally charged, that you're not just answering it on the level of words, that you meet that person at their emotional level and tell them what's important, what you're hearing that's important about it. Now, if they say, no, that's not what it is, it's not that I'm disrespected, it's that I feel, irritated and not honored, as a fellow colleague, they're right. Don't argue with them, okay? So the takeaways here really are, know how you want to be listened to, or if someone's speaking to you, ask them. Second, listen below the words for the emotions and what's important to them. And lastly, get curious. It always helps. Until next week, thanks for being with us. This is TalkRx with Dr. Neha.